Coming down to this bar when it was always the artistic haven of Limerick. I remember the artists that used to hang around here. Some of them taught me in school. There was always something going on in the street. Young kids playing hopscotch, older kids playing poker, drunks staggering for the pubs, cripples hobbling on crutches, widows in black going to the chapel, girls in bright dresses going to the dance. There was a lot there to be disturbed about, but on certain summer evenings when the sun was going down and the brass band was practicing up the hill, I wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else. Unfortunately, we have no amplification for the guitar, so I'd appreciate a little bit of silence because the microphone is going to have to pick it up. The old spinster is going insane. Her next door neighbour is in church again. Two drunks are fighting down in the lane, and little children are playing a game. Dogs are barking and little girls sing, and the chapel bell begins to ring. Someone deals Bobby a king. On the pavement money starts to rain. Oh, and the street is drifting into evening while the sun is going down. I'm just back there capturing the feeling, though it's just another town. Just another town. Cripple crawls up the avenue. Oh, and someone else says, how do you do? Someone kicks a ball over to you while the sky begins to lose its hue. And a group of old stevedores from the ships come up the street bent from the hips. One takes a cigarette from his lips. Oh, and someone else drops the coin he flips. Oh, and the street is drifting into evening while the sun is going down. I'm just back there capturing the feeling, though it's just another town. Just another town. And in the brass band on the hill, a brass band's playing, I can hear it still. The slide trombone is softly blown. The old nurse is on her way to the shops. The epileptic suddenly drops. Down the hill my father's in the docks. In the bar the drinking never stops. Bobby throws down a pair of Queen. The church bell interrupts someone's dream. Some girl is straightening her seam. Some girl is straightening her nylon seam. Oh, and the street is drifting into evening while the sun is going down. I'm just back there capturing the feeling, though it's just another town. just another town. Throughout the album, Just Another Town, there's a character that keeps showing up. He's called Bobby, and he was a great friend of mine when I was a kid. He was a bit of a rascal, really. He had a brother too. I hope he's not here now, is he? Gerald. Gerald actually wasn't quite a rascal. He looked like a bank clerk even when he was 7. But Bobby was a tearaway. And I was playing handball with Bobby O'Connor against Beacon's Gable End one evening when bells started ringing for benediction. My mother called me from our terraced house up the street and asked me to attend the service for a special intention. Being 70 ahead in the game, I did everything in my power to get out of the obligation, but my mother's appealing eyes got the better of me. After some huffing and puffing, I stuffed the ball in my pocket and went along to the chapel, dragging Bobby with me. The choir was in full flight when we arrived at St. Joseph's, singing a favourite hymn of mine, Hail Queen of Heaven, which I associated with my father away at sea. As we took a pew near the back of the church, Bobby observed that we were the youngest people in the chapel. All around us, elderly men and women, bent over beads and missals, were mumbling prayers and coughing and sniffing. Soon after the priest started the exotic service, Bobby asked me in a whisper what the sunlight thing between the candles was for. And while I was explaining the function of the monstrance, an old man with a bulbous purple nose sitting in front of us turned and silenced me with a sibilant spray of sour spittle. Later in the service, while the priest was swinging the thurible in front of the altar, spreading incense in preparation for the adoration, Bobby nudged me again, asking me what was going on, but I ignored him this time and lowered my head for the raising of the encased host. As the sweet smell of incense reached our nostrils, the choir above our heads broke into a soaring hymn that I hadn't heard before. The melody was so pure and intense, it sent a shiver down my spine. I looked around the chapel at all the bent, withered old people singing along with cracked voices, and tears began welling up in my eyes. I can't recall the name of the hymn, but I tried to recapture some of its essence in a song I wrote for Just Another Town called Benediction. Strange song to sing in a pub, but why not? There were enough of them in our street when I was growing up, 5 to be exact. Sorry, we're in the wrong key. Bells were ringing, ringing out in the town in the evening when the light died down. And I remember people going along when the congregation was strong for benediction, the rising of the sun, benediction, the rising of the sun. A choir was singing, singing clear and soft, voices weaving hymns in the organ loft. And I remember people kneeling down, humble people of the town, for benediction, the rising of the sun. Benediction, the rising of the sun. Through clouds of incense, the golden monstrance shining so bright in candlelight, show